Questions coming in. Tell us about the days when you wanted to give up and what pushed you to go on. Let me start by asking you, Vijay. I know that there was a period in 2003 when it was pretty much down in the dumps for you.
Yeah, when my father called me and said that these people come to see you, my marriage happened with my father's and parents' wish. So these people who come to see me as a prospective bridegroom there, groom there. So the answer was that they don't call back. Is there a problem? I said, no, there's no problem. I don't think I talk normal. So what do they talk? I said, they ask, कितना घर ले जाते हो बेटा? मैं कहता हूँ कभी 4,000, कभी 5,000. Sometime I pay the rent of my place, sometime I am not able to. फिर अगले महीने try कर लेते हैं. Okay, I think बेटा बहुत जल्दी शादी नहीं try कर रहे हैं. बस. So in other words, there was a time when my father had this conversation, and a mother did a dramatic call that you should leave this, take a job. And that is the day I was like, am I doing it enough or not? When a lot of this came out. So basically, pre-marriage, I was pushed out of my entrepreneurship. I say that.
Neeraj, what about you?
I think, see, entrepreneurship is a pretty selfish decision. Like, you are very happy in the end. Like, you don't tell it to people outside.
I'm a superhero who's very happy with mango in my bag.
You are doing what you're doing, what you want to do. Your family is unhappy, you don't have time for them, you don't have money for them. But it's a extremely happy situation to be in when you are doing what you're doing. You're trying to do things which makes you happy. You have a purpose, you are achieving those goals which you don't tell to anybody, and you're doing it on your own. And I think it's a good space to be. I think
it's a good space to be. Ashwini?
Wow. I'm here. Why don't I give you the exact opposite story for a bit? It's miserable. It's miserable. It's a husband and my co-founder is my husband, and the two of us absolutely love doing what we're doing. But to all of a sudden, and we have young kids, and we've got, it's very hard. It's an extremely hard journey, and I think. It is very miserable, and it's fantastic because that's kind of what drives a lot of us, and figuring out how to get up and continue running. And I have this visual metaphor that I always keep in mind when I'm at my, lowest possible, right? And which is entrepreneurship. I think is a lot like juggling, except you're juggling ticking time bombs.
Let me start, Ashwini, by asking you, what next now? If we were talking about being able to look into the future, where do you see Mad Street Den a couple of years down the line?
A couple of years down the line, I'd love to say today we're pretty much growing in the space of retail. So we're a complete end-to-end AI platform that powers a lot of retail companies across the globe. My hope is that we move very quickly into media, we move very quickly into multiple different types of verticals beyond retail, and that it's actually in the background, right? Most of our tech is not stuff that you will see our branding on or anything because we're an enterprise startup that powers a lot of these things. So the hope is that 2 to 3 years from now, we would have gone past multiple verticals, and most of you won't even know that you're using it, but it'll be powered by us.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck, Ashwini, and more power to you and your team at Mad Street Den. Neeraj, let me ask you, you're now dabbling in the food business as well. You've just launched your Chikki. So what next now for Paperboat, and how serious are you about expanding in the food business?
So we find it very interesting. So we've been working on Chikki for last 3 years, trying to get the technology which has been used worldwide for chocolate making and granola bar making to how Chikki should be made. We have been working with farmers in Gujarat to get the right peanut quality, which was only exported till now. We're working to get the processes and this thing. So we want to bring in technology, like the best way of making food, to the traditional Indian thing. And Chikki, the problem was, it's a great thing, like it's very sweet, it's very tasty, it is like very healthy, but it's been like, because it is not hygienic, it's never done well, people are switching to chocolates or something else essentially. So we are trying to bring in all the new stuff to this age-old traditional recipe and trying to make them contemporary, and we want to continue. Actually, we are launching Aam Papad this month. I'm so excited about launching Aam Papad. So
20,000 ton.
So
अगला benchmark 20,000 ton.
So chicky and aam papad, that's what we should expect from the paperboard table. We wish you the very best of luck, Neeraj. Vijay, let me end then by asking you, Time Magazine's most influential in 2017, 200 plus million active users on the wallet, the Paytm bank. What next for you?
I swear on God, I mean it most sincerely, not for individual as me, but as team and as the purpose that we built. I wish our team is known to build the bank that world swears by and India's first $100 billion company.